Good morning, everybody. It's Tyron here, as you know, Selling Made Social. And this morning had a quick Q&A with the students under coaching, under my personal supervision and coaching. They get to have contact with me every single day if they like, and we do every week, we're doing live Q&As where they get to answer or they get to ask any question. They get to deconstruct their learning in action module, which they've just completed. They get to ask and pick my brain of any question. And they do that during the entire length of my coaching. Anyway, I wanted to come on briefly because I've got to go to the gym and do number, I think 33, session 33, I think it is, of 75. I couldn't get there the last 2 days due to some business, but now I am back on, which is cool. So what I want to talk about was your profile itself, your LinkedIn profile itself. Now, the LinkedIn profile, many of you have a online CV as a profile, and that just sucks. It absolutely sucks. The only time it's good is if you are an employee and you are looking to be headhunted, found by someone searching to hire you. And if that's the case, fine. Still, I dare say that the way you've set up your profile, the way that you have keywords, etc., probably isn't helping you at all either. However, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a business owner, and you have your page set up as a online CV, and you're following the template that LinkedIn provides you, then you're not maximizing LinkedIn profiles at all. And what you've got to think, guys, is you've got to turn your LinkedIn profile into a client-facing page. And a page that when someone lands on that profile, they instantly know what outcomes you get for people, what you do, and hopefully there's some social proof there so they instantly feel quite comfortable with you. And your profile changes from this very flat, non-dynamic, or is it undynamic? Not sure which word it is there. Page that is an online CV, that's a list of responsibilities and things that you've done. That gets you nowhere. It has to be turned into that client-facing promotional page, but not too far to the right where you've gone all salesy and people get turned off from that just as much as they get turned off from a online profile. Now, the great thing is that you don't need to be a content genius to be able to do that. All you need is some framework. You just have to devise a framework that you can use that focuses on them. Now, this is something that my coach in a public post he made the other day, which was just perfect. And this goes for LinkedIn as well. And for any of your content that's going into the market, and these 4 words which he mentioned, Russ Ruffino mentioned, he said, it's not about you. Right? That's so important. It's not about you. Your profile is giving them a window of how you're going to help them, how you're going to get them a result. Yeah? Does that make sense? So it's moving from this profile that's all about you to showing them how they're going to get a result with you. Okay? And then if you've done it well and you've done your keyword research and you've positioned your LinkedIn properly, you're going to get found by the LinkedIn algorithm. You'll start to come up in search appearances in the hundreds, if not thousands. You'll start to have people reviewing your profile in the hundreds, if not thousands. But it all comes from that change, reframing your page from that CV style, online CV style, to that lead generation tool, and not following the template that LinkedIn is telling you to follow, but using it in the way that you want to represent you, that you want to represent your business. So whatever framework you use, I have some recommended ones that I teach my students, but you might have your own. But testing it and see if it's affecting the algorithm, see if it's affecting your visibility. But more importantly, more importantly, is when you start your outreach programs, when you start your workflow process and you're going in with intent and you start outreach programs, connection strategies or messaging strategies with your ideal clients, well, what are they going to do? 95% of the time, they're going to come back and look at your profile before they make a decision to connect, and certainly before they make a decision to engage with you. Now, if your profile is a old school online CV following the LinkedIn template, the conversion rates are going to be crappy. I've always seen it, and I'm talking low, less than 20%. You know, sometimes 10% conversion rates. And then people messaging you can be as low as 1%, 2%, 3%. I know there's a LinkedIn trainer who's very well known, very famous, and that is in all the markets. But sadly, one of his strategies is this, send 100 messages and or send 1,000 messages and 3% will get back to you. It's like, I don't agree with that. Why shouldn't you get 60%, 40, 50, 60% getting back to you? Why shouldn't you be getting 60, 70, 80% messaging you when you message them rather than 3%? I don't kind of get that. But a part of that can be attributed to the fact that your profile itself, that's why it's a quintessential part of your entire LinkedIn process. You can't have one without the other, I believe. And I haven't seen too many people have success when they don't have that sorted out. So guys, reframe your LinkedIn profiles. Create it as a promotional client-facing page. Remember these words that Russ Ruffino talks about. It's not about you. He uses it for all different types of business, but I'm applying it to LinkedIn. It's just so true. It's just so true. And as I said, you don't have to be this, massive content genius. Anyway, guys, I've got to go. Got to take this call. I'll see you all later. All right. Bye-bye.